which brings me back to the question around more the today's digital age and the digital disruption. So how do you see self-leadership developing in our modern digital age? What's happening there?
Well, it's upgrading and reframing what we think a relationship is, and realizing that we have a relationship with an avatar rather than a human being to some extent, right? So you and I met through one, maybe two emails, right?
Yes.
We're now meeting now. Yes. We're now connecting, and although we're using a medium that has video, so and I've got good bandwidth here. You know, you look as if you're in the same room as me, but we've quickly connected around ideas and shared outcomes, right? And so I don't know. I mean, I don't know whether you're married. I don't know if you've got kids. I don't know what sports you do. I know nothing very much about us. So our relationship is very transactional, but again. But it's also a relationship around shared value. So there's an avatar of who you are, right? And that avatar is in the digital world in terms of your LinkedIn profile or your Facebook profile or whatever social media you use, and your avatar is in terms of your comments on posts and your original thought leadership. So and I could flip the question back to you. You reached out to me.
Yes.
And so you must have seen something that grabbed your attention, that you wanted to build a relationship with me.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you want people on your podcast to be, but at the same time, so you reached out to me. So so I must have in your mind a digital avatar.
Yeah.
And now you're meeting me almost face to face.
Yes.
So I think we have to come to terms with that, and we have to go, I mean, privacy is almost non-existent today. I mean, even your kids have a social media profile, if you have kids.
Yes.
I mean, my daughter has a private Instagram account. She's 11, and I'm monitoring that very, very closely, obviously. But, her school, the school, sends me videos of what my kids are doing at school. And so all of this is out there. So it's an extending mentally of our level of uncertainty or our locus of control to the digital world, is to understand that I have relationships that I make of people I never see. Now, I have a first-hand experience of that. My 2012 book with Dr. Anna Kazan, we wrote this book. We produced a product. Anna and I have never physically met. We met on the internet, not a dating site, I hasten to add.
So you didn't know him? Okay.
No. I mean, I was writing posts on self-leadership. She'd done a PhD in self-management. Yeah. She reached out, connected, and we Skyped, and we created a product. So I think that's a tangible example of digital relationships. And, we talk about culture, and yet people are working in virtual teams. How are they creating that connection? We need new strategies to build trust and relationships in a digital space.
I think that's a great point. So, and our example here is a great one. So I reached out. I like the idea of that self-leadership, which resonates very well with the idea of the podcast, and for that adds real value in what you're doing and what you have to contribute. So, and therefore I reached out, and now we are sitting here together.